tons of new indie games were announced, Disney Dreamlight Valley's next update will take you to Wonderland, and Infinity Nikki spills the tea about what's next for the game. All this and more today. Hello friends, welcome back to my channel. I'm Sarah Sunstone, bringing you the latest gaming news with Sunnyside Up. Today is April 14th, 2025, so let's get started with our first major headline. The III initiative returned for its second year, which featured world premieres, gameplay reveals, and launch dates for a host of upcoming indie games. Here are my personal highlights. First, it was announced that Moonlighter 2: The Endless Vault will be releasing this summer on PC via Steam, PlayStation 5, and Xbox Series X and S. In this title, you play as a beloved shopkeeper by day, but a dungeon crawler by night. And lately, I've been really enjoying games that combine gameplay elements from different genres, so I do hope to check this one out when it releases. Next, Outbound launched a new gameplay trailer to kick off the first closed alpha phase of this cozy open-world exploration game. In this title, you build your own home on wheels and live sustainably off the grid. If you'd like to take an extended look at gameplay, I will have my most recent episode of Comfy Couch linked in the description for your reference, as I was very kindly given an early preview of the game. Enshrouded also teased the game's next update in this presentation, called Thralls of Twilight, which will be landing sometime in May. No specific details have been shared yet on what new features players can look forward to, but maybe you can spot some hints in the trailer. Finally, a world premiere was shared for Ikuma: The Frozen Compass, a narrative adventure game that tells the story of Sam, a young boy who finds himself stranded in the Arctic with his dog. He'll need to brave not only the harsh environments, but also something lurking deeper in the shadows. You will be able to switch between the two companions at any time, or play side by side with a friend in order to make the best use of their unique skills to achieve your goals. Ikuma will be releasing sometime in 2026 for PC via Steam, PlayStation 5, and Xbox Series X and S. Fields of Mistria released a new update featuring new cosmetics, furniture items, and quality of life improvements. Highlights include new furniture items being added to the tabletop clutter set, which can be purchased at Mary's stall. Additional animal cosmetics have also been added to Nora's booth at the Animal Festival, plus a pet dish can now be purchased at Hayden's shop, and you can now gift dozy dog treats. Several new items have also been added to the lovely cottage furniture set, including potted flowers and ice boxes, and a fire sage outfit can be obtained in Lava Cave treasure chests. In terms of gameplay updates, new dialogue has been added for the NPCs, and there is now a Year 2 and Beyond variant of the Spring Festival introduction, which takes place on the 14th day of spring. Further, rewards have been updated for renown levels 71 through 90, and these are just some of the many updates that have been made to the game, so I will have the full patch notes linked in the description if you'd like to take a read. A new cozy game called Twinkleby was just announced, in which players will get to map out an archipelago of floating islands and build dioramas for a society of spacefaring neighbors. Twinkleby is a laid-back decoration game, in which players will create elaborate environments, placing and furnishing houses with items to be discovered around the starlit archipelago. The choices you make in terms of design will attract a variety of quirky new residents who are looking for a new home, and these characters each have their own personalities and can choose how they will interact with the environment and each other. If you uncover their secrets to happiness, they will reward you in return. And to decorate and keep them happy, you can unlock a wide catalog of items to use in your design, plus different colors, backdrops, weather, and even seasons. And as you customize the scenery, you'll actually change the soundtrack and gradually gain full control over the ambiance of your dreamscape. But there's an interesting twist in Twinkleby, because when you change your mind on what you've created, you can evict the residents and even throw their furniture into space. Twinkleby is set to release sometime this year on PC via Steam. Now it's time for our next major headline. Disney Dreamlight Valley revealed the game's next update, called Wonderland Whimsy, featuring 2 new characters, some highly requested quality of life improvements, and a whimsical new star path. After players find their way into the Alice in Wonderland realm, they'll encounter Alice, who will need help rescuing the animals who have been trapped in the Queen of Hearts garden. Along the way, we'll have the questionable guidance of none other than the Cheshire Cat, which I am super excited about, and we will also need to escape the Queen of Hearts maze while avoiding getting caught by the playing card guards. If we succeed, Alice will join our valleys to accompany us on more adventures, including an unbirthday party and many friendship quests with corresponding rewards to unlock. As for the Cheshire Cheshire Cat, you will need to first solve the riddles behind his curious antics before welcoming him to the valley as well. In terms of quality of life improvements, a special uncrafting station can be unlocked through progression with the Cheshire Cat, which will allow you to recycle previously crafted items into their original material for a small Dreamlight cost. And if you're running out of storage space, by using some Dreamlight, you can now add more slots to any small or medium-sized chests. Finally, a new subgrid for furniture will allow you to fill surfaces to the brim with placeable items. Of course, it wouldn't be a Dreamlight Valley update without a new star path, with this version's theme being Garden of Whimsy, honoring the spring season with dreamlike items inspired by Alice in Wonderland and Disney's fairies. And as usual, new premium items will be available, including some Star Wars-themed items. The Wonderland Whimsy update will be releasing on April 23rd across platforms. An official gameplay overview was shared for Astrobotanica, an upcoming, relaxed, botany-centric survival game set in an open-world prehistoric Earth. You play as a highly educated extraterrestrial named Zell, who crashed their spaceship when traversing the galaxy on the search for precious seeds to bring home to their species. Now you'll have the chance to find varieties which would thrive on your planet, but first you'll need to survive the challenges of Earth, which is inhabited by wild animals and primal humans. As an alien botanist, you are equipped to grow and process plants into both foods and medicines. However, you'll need to learn how to care for and make use of the unknown earthly vegetation. Along your journey, you'll even meet Neanderthals, and will have to learn to communicate with them in order to build trust. And of course, being an alien, there is a little twist, because while the air on Earth is clean and pristine, you don't breathe oxygen, so you'll have to figure out how to fulfill your unique respiratory needs. Astrobotanica will also feature gardening, character customization, base building and decorating, potion brewing, animal and character interactions, and plenty of exploration. You will also create your own path with the Primal system, shaping your in-game personality across 6 key branches within an innovative character development system. Astrobotanica is currently running a Kickstarter campaign if you're interested to learn even more, with plans to launch an early access version of the game later this year in the winter season. And now it's time for our final major headline. Infold Games, the developers behind Infinity Nikki, shared a ton of exciting details for what's up next for the game, much of which directly addressed player feedback. While some stylists have felt that recent versions were too empty, the team emphasized that their efforts have been focused on preparing version 1.5, which is the game's next update, going live at the end of April. This version will bring a ton of new features, including the Dying feature, multiplayer co-op gameplay, and even a brand new location called Serenity Island. And while we had previously heard of Serenity Island, they did share a little bit more about this location. This magical place is home to the PCs and will offer the opportunity for players to explore the history of the abandoned district. I just hope it's going to be a little bit easier to navigate. Version 1.5 will also feature tons of new outfits for stylists to craft and collect, including a wide range of pieces unlocked through storylines, gameplay, and special events. Further, it was confirmed that the home feature won't be ready until this summer, but the team has assured players that it will be worth the wait. They even confirmed that once players get their own little corner of Mirrorland, not only can you build your dream home, but you will also be able to grow crops, among many other gameplay possibilities awaiting our exploration. The team also spilled plenty of tea about other new features and improvements on the horizon, beyond the next version. First, they shared that as Nikki becomes better at harnessing her whim, after meeting certain conditions, stylists will have the option to use abilities without needing to wear a specific outfit. And speaking of outfits, it has now been officially confirmed that both Flutterstorm and Blooming Dreams from the limited launch banners will be making a comeback in version 1.6 and 1.7 respectively. Moving forward, they also plan to mix things up with more diverse designs for in-game clothing, including elegant and cozy robes, dashing prince-inspired outfits, beautiful ink-washed Linlong designs, and futuristic fashion-forward pieces. As for handheld items, the team shared that they are diligently working on thoughtful updates for this category of items, specifically based on player feedback and suggestions. And finally, in this big update from the team, they teased that some exciting collaborations are on the horizon, including charity and cultural heritage partnerships, plus opportunities to team up with other well-known IPs. If all goes smoothly, apparently these collaborations will be here before we know it. I have to say, these updates definitely get me really excited again for the future of Infinity Nikki, especially in the coming months and over the summer. Coming up this week, the second tape for Lost Records Bloom and Rage is releasing for PC via Steam, on Xbox Series and PlayStation 5 on April 15th. In this new narrative journey from the creators of Life is Strange, players will navigate between dual timelines, with each offering a piece of the larger puzzle. That is, the life-changing secrets that four friends uncovered back in the 90s, and why they're reuniting now after so many years. The first tape is already available, however, you will now be able to enjoy the full story with the release of Tape 2. I also wanted to mention that the game is included for PlayStation Plus Extra and Premium members, and a physical PS5 edition of the game will be releasing in the summer, just in the case that you'd like to hold out and purchase a physical edition of the game to add to your collection. Then we have Lush Foil Photography Sim, a first-person photography game which is releasing for PC via Steam, Xbox Series X and S, and PlayStation 5, also on April 15th. In this title, you'll get to experience true-to-life recreations of beautiful and diverse locations around the world. Take beautiful photographs, and as you dive deeper into the game's many locations, you'll find unlockable cameras and even items to help you experience the world from unique perspectives. And the highly anticipated Mario Kart World Direct is taking place on April 17th at 6 o'clock a.m. PST and 9 o'clock a.m. EST, where more details about the next entry in the Mario Kart series will be shared. In case you missed it, Mario Kart World is releasing as a launch title for the Nintendo Switch 2 on June 5th, and will feature all sorts of new and exciting features, like new outfits, power-ups, racing mechanics, and even an open-world exploration mode. I'm definitely really excited to learn more about this title at the presentation, so I can't wait to tune in. But what will you be playing this week, and what new announcements are you most excited for? Anything and everything, you know I always love hearing from you. Please make sure you're subscribed with your notifications on for weekly episodes of Sunnyside Up. Shine that lovely like button to help support the series. And with all that being said, thank you so much for watching. I love you all, and until next time, take care.